Alright, so now I'm gonna turn on my Seed Sense and my iPad. Go ahead and hit the cab view button, and the precision planting screen is up. The iPad is turned on, but it's not synced up, obviously, since the 2020 is not on yet. Now the 2020 comes on, and we just showed connected. And now disconnected. Not sure why it did that. This warning, we have to turn off this switch down here. We should do that when we park the tractor. We'll turn it back on. Since the planter is disconnected, we're going to go ahead and go back to the back where that iPad plugs in. We're going to unplug it and plug it back in. Here it says that I interrupted the sync, and now the 2020 is connected again. We just need to give this a little bit of time for it to sync up. It might take a couple of minutes, which is why we generally always turn it on long before we're ready to plant. So in the meantime, we'll go ahead and go over to the 2020. We're going to go to the setup button. And here we show that we have the planter with 23 rows, and the left or rear is active, and the spacing at 30 inches and the width at 30 inches. That is what it should look like when you're planting corn. So we're going to hit the planter button, and this is where we would change it if we want to change it. Down here, see this effective row spacing at 30 inches and effective planter width at 30 feet. So to change it to soybeans, we're going to take this active row button and select all. Now our effective row spacing is 15 and effective planter width is 28.8 feet. We're going to go back to enter there, and we'll switch our crop from corn to soybeans. And now we have the seeds per disc at 80, and the active rows should be all. Default population's 140, that's fine. Now we'll go back home. And we should be ready to plant soybeans. We're going to go ahead and hit the setup button again. We're going to switch it back to corn. Then we're going to go back to the planter. Set up planter, and then instead of active rows all, we want to do the left or rear. So So now we're back to our 30-inch spacing and our 30-inch width. We don't worry about this saying 23 and 15 because that's just a default. So we're going to enter. Now our population's at 30, and we should be good to go. So we're going to home. One other thing, well, we'll just skip that for now.